Hi everyone! Today I'm going to show you guys how to detangle properly. Knowing how to properly and painlessly detangle your baby's hair is essential for a fun and healthy hair journey. Trust me, you can have all the right tools and all the right products, but if you don't know the basics on how to detangle, you are not going to be able to achieve maximum length retention. So I'm starting on abandoned hair. I'm just kidding. This is what happens when Chanelia wears her hair out for a week or so. That's why 9 out of 10 times I keep her hair in a protective style to avoid matting. Because let's face it, it's the worst. Anyways, first rule when you detangle is to not detangle on dry hair. Hair that is dry doesn't have the elasticity you need to detangle without damaging the hair. Dry hair snaps at the first sign of tension. So always make sure that the hair is saturated with water before you even think about sectioning or pulling strands. Okay, so second rule is to always detangle in sections. It's just easier because you don't have to deal with all the tangles at once. You literally just take small steps to complete the task, which can look quite overwhelming at first. So next step is to spray enough water to wet the hair completely and then add your favorite oil or conditioner to the tips of the hair, working your way up. So I'm using Frizzfreecurls Reparative hair oil, but I also like argan oil and castor oil because those are the oils that have a lot of slip in them. So after I've added the oil or conditioner, I'm basically stretching the hair by pulling it down gently, and I'm using my thumb to see and feel where the knots are. Once I've located a tangle, I use both hands to try and untangle the section by gently pulling the hair out strand for strand. When you're detangling, always make sure to start at the very tips of the hair and to pull the strands out with an upward movement or a sideward movement. If you pull the strand down, you will cause tight knots which weren't there in the first place and you will have to cut them out. So what I'm basically doing here is just stretching the hair again whilst feeling with my thumb if there are any tangles left. And when I'm completely satisfied that that section is tangle free, I just go to another part of the section and repeat the process. Strands that are knotted too tight will get cut out. Do not rip the knots out. You will be left with damaged strands and one strand knots, which will cause even more damage the next time around. What I'm doing right now is gently pulling the strands, seeing if I can pull them out of the knot, but as you can tell, they're not moving, so it's time to cut the knot out because I'm not gonna pull it out and rip the hair strand. Maybe this is a bit redundant, but please use professional hair shears. Do not use your normal paper scissors because that will also damage the hair. They're not sharp enough and the blade is not designed for cutting hair. So this is the last part of detangling the section. It's just basically checking, stretching, stretching. I'm feeling if there are any knots left, and I'm doing this for way too long, but the reason is because I just adore her hair texture, and right now I'm just like enjoying this tangle-free section. Last and final step, when you're completely done with detangling the section, you divide the section in two and twist it up. If you don't twist the hair, it's gonna just curl up again when it starts to dry, and you will have to detangle all over again. So just twist it up to make sure that it doesn't tangle and mat up again. That was my 101 on how to detangle your daughter's hair properly and painlessly. Next step is to shampoo her hair with the twist still intact, and then I'm gonna unravel the twist section by section and brush your hair with a detangling brush just to get out the tiniest knot my fingers missed. But that will be easy peasy. It will take me about 10 minutes to get the job done from now on. Anyways, I hope you liked the video, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments box below and I'll make sure to answer them ASAP.